It's a Week 12 rematch in the AFC North, with Cincy needing a win to split the season series. But it'll be just their second win in the last 14 matchups. It's the Steelers and the Bengals, and it's next.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time to see the Bengals offense go to work, and leading them out, the #1 overall pick in the 2020 draft, Joe Burrow, now his second season out of LSU.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes
Two
last week.
touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And Burrow's going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, and the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what are you trying to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally, you want to take that away from the quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in week 3. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Ray McLeod to return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry for Najee Harris. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And the numbers for Claypool in last week's game. 7 catches, 128 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Trey Hendrickson, an all-pro in New Orleans in 2020, there on the tackle. 6 yards left on second down. Now Newton. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
That swung out wide to Harris. A gain of 3 last play. This time they... double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Play action. It's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan. To start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 44, Newton. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6. Bengals TD. The point after try for Gostkowski. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. McLeod now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach. Guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. McLeod now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Newton now to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton steps away to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st down, it's Newton. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 17, Newton. Ebron caught left side. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Off play action. Newton sliding out of the pocket. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jerry Jeudy. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Three first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
On 2nd down and 4. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and goal. Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Out of the gun, Newton. This will be caught. Judy. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Throwing is Newton. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have now made the... It's a one-score game. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Now a first down throw for Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. That swung out wide to Harris. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Antonio Brown, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Jared Goff leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And that game's gone to the half, all tied at 3 apiece. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
From the 30 on second down, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Newton. That's caught left side by Judy. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Balaj. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45 and to the 40-yard line. That's where the return stops. Mixon with a 1st down carry. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Burrow on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Stephon Tuitt. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone. Burrow will throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
Let's go!
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Play action. It's Newton. He finds his target, Ebron. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good...
And now here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get... football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
McLeod now on the return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ebron caught left side. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To the air again, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Cam Newton scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Boswell good with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Phillips. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He'll air this one out for Boyd. He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards the gain there, second down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards, first down. From the gun, here's Newton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. On first down, Newton. This will be caught. Judy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Out of the gun, Newton. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, but it'll be second down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Burrow on first down. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On second down, Mixon And he's going to get this inside the 30. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. On second down now, Mixon, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They run for it with Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.